One, we live. Welcome to Damu Keyway Conversations. Salute everybody that's already here. I'm under the weather, but the team got my back. We said 7-day war. This is day 6. Ray J, Whack 100. I'm going to hand this over to the team, and they got y'all. Please share and like, and I'll be back with y'all ASAP.
Man, what's up with everybody? Henny, Deuce, man, get well, man. My brother, man, I hope you get better soon. We got Henny, that girl Henny, by the way. We got the sniper, Diamond, in the cut. And y'all know y'all got me, man. Y'all
Yes.
the Keyway pop star. But before we get into this hot content, man, we want to wish Deuce a speedy, fast recovery of whatever he's going through, brother. Get well, get well fast and as soon as possible. We finna drop y'all off with the recap of this hot content today, man. Hope y'all get ready for this. We got that girl Kenny and we got Diamond getting ready to elaborate with myself on this content, man. The recap of what happened yesterday. Before we get into the hot recap, man, we got the sponsors, which is United Color Wraps, man. Y'all ready to smoke up? Y'all ready to roll up? Make sure if you do it with United Color Wraps. That is United Colored Wraps. That is cherry, berry, grape, apple, banana, natural. If I name it, flame it up with United Color Wraps, man. Some of the hottest tobaccoless wraps out right now in dispensaries. Man, they're going fast, man. Make sure you tap into Active Chucks. Well, that's Deuce M's and myself, Yael OTG, Instagram. If you want a box of United Color Wraps, man. Salute to United Color and salute to Big U, man. We got the app, we got the sponsors, man. Make sure you download that app, which is the Unique Music app. That is Unique Music app, where you're going to be able to distribute your music, politic with the Damu Keyway Conversations team, Deuce Sims, Diamond, that girl Henny, and myself, and the whole team that's on Clubhouse right now. So make sure you download the Unique Music app, man. It's a lot of things to do on there, play games, all type of stuff, man. So download that. We transitioning over there already. And salute to Clubhouse, man. Salute to the Green Beans on stage, man. The mods is always on their job on Clubhouse. Salute to them. Salute to everybody on stage and in the goo, man. If you don't know, you know now. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Salute to the Blue Wrench mob. They always on the job in the chat. And y'all know that's where it's at, man. Make sure y'all tune in, tell a friend. Make sure you guys share this content. And to everybody on Clubhouse, share it 3 times. Y'all sitting in one of the hottest lives on YouTube and one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse. This is Damu Keyway Conversations.
Oh my. We know what's going on, man.
Hey man, mute that. We ain't doing the extras, man. We ain't. Hey, I'm messy. We ain't doing all that. Yeah. But yeah, man. That girl Henny, Diamond. What's the word?
Yo, what it is, what it is. Can you hear me, bro?
Oh, most definitely. I can hear you.
Okay. I see your lips moving, Henny, but I ain't hearing nothing.
Yeah, we can't hear nothing. There you go.
You hear me now?
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was saying it's been a lot that we've covered, and this case has been very interesting to hear all of the stuff that has been going on right under our noses, but concealed from our eyes.
Right.
And it seems like there's no limit, there's no cap, there's no boundary, there's no nothing to how far and how deep this case goes. So I guess tonight we're going to take y'all down a memory road as to what we've covered with Ray J, because a lot of you have been blown away by what came up and what came about with Ray J. Because a lot of y'all just thought Ray J was an R&B dude that was R&B smooth, but it turns out that was a lie.
That what Maury say? Were you out messing around with the booty bandits? No, that was a lie.
The lie detector test determined that was a
That was a
lie.
lie. Oh, everybody go crazy. Oh,
Ray J running to the back, fall out on the carpet, rolling
like, sir,
around.
we got you. We got you, sir.
Oh, they ain't found the booty goons. They ain't found my booty goons.
Not the BBs.
So let's
Man.
so some of the things that we've heard Ray J be involved in has been extortion. We've heard intimidation. We've heard graping. There were threats of graping someone, and it wasn't a female. Okay, he threatened to grape Fabulous. Shout out to Fabulous. Like, dang, y'all are men. That's really violating for somebody to say to you. Like that. I don't even know what goes through somebody's mind when they hear that threat.
Man, what goes through your mind to make that threat?
That part. So let's see what else. There's illegal substance use and abuse. There's dealing of illegal substances and him using the scooty bikes to do that. Him being involved in the situation that happened with Whitney, as he calls her Nippy. And we've learned that he goes through these bouts of mental health whenever he's basically backed against the wall, or when things seem to be coming down on him, all of a sudden he's having a mental health breakdown. And in all honesty, I'm gonna say this: if he's really, look at y'all been wondering what y'all look like. Look, there go y'all. So it makes you, if he's really having mental health breakdowns, you don't want to make fun of him. You don't want to poke at it, because mental health is not a joke. But when you're using it as a defense mechanism, you kind of write the joke yourself.
Yeah.
You was trying to say something?
Yeah, and you got to understand, a lot of this is done by his influences. He's been influenced by this dude, I don't know what you want to call it, because he's not his manager. His mother is his manager.
Right.
Okay. So, and as Wack has said, he doesn't have a contract with anybody.
Well, no, he has a contract with one person, and that's through Fifth Amendment with Blueface.
Yeah. And that's one of the topics that we're going to cover tonight as well, because everybody knows there's an update on that. Young man seemed to be on his way to the penitentiary. Yeah. So we got that in our sites to cover as well. But like I say, Ray J's been influenced by those around him, and it goes from him being around Suge, which initially, pushed him towards his wanting to be rooted within the Pyru community. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with being square. And that's what these dudes gotta understand. Everybody's not built for the life of gang violence, gang politics, and all these things of this nature. And these dudes that aren't built for it have tendency to just get themselves involved in things that just no good for them. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the little dude, you know what I'm saying, open his eyes, and it's a trip, because I think back in the days when Peanuts, the all girls club, was going on, and he used to come up there all the time, and it's like looking at him from then until now, it's like, I don't know what went wrong with that dude, man.
Well, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know of that history, but I do know, like, from the minute that Ray J came out, if you paid attention to him, from people calling him Brandy's little brother to now this, you can see that there was a drastic change that happened to him. And I think one of the things that may have been awing to people as well, that they were talking about, at least on my end, was the fact that he was holding on to more footage from that tape that he had with Kim Kardashian, and that it came out that he was the one who originally leaked that video.
Yeah, but it was more to that situation as well,
Right.
because apparently the mother had arranged for the whole thing to go down, and it was the whole twist was a plan. It was a play from the begin. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that speaks volumes right there. You know what I'm saying? What mother, has her daughter go and make a sex tape, you know what I'm saying, in order to obtain, you know what I'm saying, some level of fame and fortune. But I mean, shit, you can't hate on them. Shit, it paid off. You know,
Nasty word.
it paid off. It paid off. It didn't pay off as well for him.
Right.
So yeah, so I mean that's where a little of the irritation comes in it with him, you know, and I mean over me reviewing, some of the old video footage and things of that nature where they going at it about this tape and about all the situation and everything. It's incredible, the level that the mother played in this, and that just goes to speak of his mother as well. You know what I'm saying? She
Right.
portrays one image on you know what I'm saying, in the public's eye, and then behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, she's Griselda Banco,
Right.
so yeah, it's crazy. She bring this dude in, bring a whack 100 in with the, this is my muscle, and I call him when I got a problem, and you don't want me to call him in. He's a bad man. You know what I'm saying? He really got everybody bluffloed and buffaloed, you know what I'm saying, into believing the bullshit with him, but it is what it is. But if you want to go ahead, let's go ahead and get this recap started.
Okay. I thought that's what we were doing, Diamond.
Oh, I thought you was gonna go over some paperwork or something.
How you want me to go over paperwork? We go over paperwork, Diamond. Let me get the paperwork up. So yeah, we can go over some of the paperwork. There's just a couple of things that we can actually touch on that we haven't touched on yet with you guys. And some of the stuff that we're gonna bring up in this is going to be, we need somebody to share the screen.
We all know right, the captain's down.
Yeah, so I can't show the screen. I'm up here by myself. Hey, y'all. I can't bring nobody back up. So guess what? This is your girl, Henny, holding it down for Damu Keyway Conversations. Deuce Sims is down right now. He's not feeling too good. And my co-hosts have seemed to disappear from the screen. But I got y'all. Don't worry. I got y'all. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read some of the deposition that was done on Ray J, and then I will be able to show y'all, or we can show y'all, the deposition a little later on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into that. Unfortunately, I cannot share the screen right now. Like Diamond said before he was dropped, the captain is down right now, and the captain is Deuce. So in the deposition, there were questions asked of Ray J with his connections to the Centerview gang and the the Blood Pyrus. And it also asked him in there to admit that he used Cash Jones, aka Whack 100, to handle and or perform gang activities, including Pyru business, as well as threats, coercion, and or intimidation. And in this deposition, it was objected to. They objected to answer a lot of the questions that would have given this guy the case that he needed in order to push forward. So the next thing that they asked him about was for him to admit that he had a federal judge by the name of Darlene Anderson help him to get leniency on a state criminal case with 10 criminal charges stemming from an incident that happened in approximately May of 2014. So as you can see, there's still more things that were going on. As we were talking about the Kim K thing, and we were talking about how he had more tapes. So in this deposition, it says, admit that you gave or paid Kook Gaspin, I believe that's how you say his name. If not, then I slaughtered it. My bad. to release smoking, sexualized, nude, or pornographic footage of Kim K violating an NDA with Miss Kardashian, other visual individuals and or corporate business entities, including Vivid Entertainment. Now, Vivid Entertainment, if I'm not mistaken, is the entertainment company that did put out the eggs tape between Ray J and Kim K. But in this deposition, it's saying that there was an NDA there. So he violated an NDA just so that he could put it out. That's crazy. Now, it is alleged that the mom had something to do with it, but I haven't seen proof for myself, so I'm not going to really go too deep on that. It's also asking him to admit that he has instructed individuals to either directly or indirectly harm, intimidate, threat, coerce individuals on or at least 2 prior occasions, with the exception of the plaintiff, which would be Mr. Jared Milgram, and or including rapper John David Jackson, aka Fabulous, and or Morgan Hardman. Okay. And when he was asked that question, it was objected to. Now, in this whole deposition, everything that was asked of them, they objected. Okay. The first go around, they objected everything. Then it says, describe every single incident to your knowledge. Cash McElroy Jones, aka WAC 100, participated / overtly conspired in a torturous act, including intimidation, harm, threats, coercion, theft, injury, bribery, extortion, etc. Okay, and what do y'all think they did to that question? They objected to that question. And it's like, after all of this, you're still objecting, and they have a whole case presented in front of you. The next one deals with the judge again. Okay, describe what federal Judge Anderson did to help your criminal cases. And guess what they said? Objection. And they objected because they felt like the question was vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible. Well, we just asked you a few questions up. Admit that you had this federal judge help you with 10 charges on a criminal case that you had in May of 2014, but here you come talking about objection because it's vague and ambiguous. We told you what it was up above a few questions ago. Then they asked him to describe every single action he'd done for the Blood to Pyru gang, including to rep, in furtherance, to profit. So they wanted to know every activity that he had done on behalf of the gang, and it was vague and ambiguous and unintelligible. Objection. I can't wait for y'all to see this, okay? Y'all got to see this paperwork, all right? Because y'all ain't going to believe it, okay? Describe every single aspect of involvement with the Blood to Pyru gang members, affiliates, in regards to performing services for Raytronics. Now, let me ask y'all here down in the chat. Did that question sound like it was vague or ambiguous? I think that question was direct and to the point. And if you think it was direct and to the point, put some Henny glasses down in the chat. And I'm going to read it again before I tell y'all the next one. It said, describe every single aspect of involvement with the Blood to Pyru gang members, affiliates, in regards to performing services for Raytronics, Inc. They're asking you straight out. Describe their involvement in every aspect of the business. They said it was an objection, that it was vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible. Then it said, describe every single aspect of involvement, once again, asking this question, with the Blood Pyru gang members, affiliates, in regards to performing services for you. And they objected to that one. Describe how street steroids affect you, including when, if you ever stopped. So in this deposition, Ray J is being accused of using steroids. And the answer was not given to that. But when he said, describe your knowledge surrounding Smart Unit, Alfredo Garcia, and Sharetta May's actions to plaintiff, they objected and said vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible. But we read y'all what Jared Milgram's statement was and what happened. And that was vague and ambiguous. Child. Now, I know a lot of y'all going to be upset when y'all hear this name, but it says, describe what you told plaintiff regarding your knowledge of some of your associates who you hadn't seen in a while until approximately 2016 when they were around Chris Brown, where you stated along the lines, he's got some bad people around him, while going into more detail, and they objected. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If he's still using them roids, it makes a lot of sense because you get a thing called roid rage when you don't get your fix. So it's seeming like this could be what you be on, you know. Deuce.
I'm with you. I just ain't feeling good.
I know. Bring my doc up, please.
Oh, my bad. I'm glad I came back.
I've been by myself holding it down. Bring my doc up, please, so they can see the questions I'm talking about.
Y'all back up here. My bad, man. I wasn't here. I went to lay down. Now I'm finna go back and lay down. Y'all still up?
Yeah, Damu Kiwe
All right.
conversations.
Gotcha.
Bring the document up, Deuce.
Can
Oh,
you
I
hear
need
me?
to pull it up. My bad.
Can you hear me,
All right,
Henny?
there we go. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Salute.
All right, so let me scroll back up just so y'all can see some of these things that I was talking about for yourselves, because you know I'm like Texas. I'm the show me state. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see there are highlighted portions of this document that I was talking about. And this is the one that I just read where it said, describe every single incident to your knowledge. Cash McElroy Jones, aka WAC 100, participated, overtly conspired in a torturous act, including intimidation, harm, threats, coercion, theft, injury, bribery, extortion, etc. Okay. And it goes on into special interrogations number 14, which would be describe intellectual property aspects. These are all the questions that they asked before they got an answer. And of course, these were all objected to. Now we get down here, and this is where we were talking about the federal judge that helped him out. Right. And they gave an answer of vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible when they asked them to describe what the federal judge did for him on his criminal case. But remember, I mentioned that question just a little while ago. Let me scroll up to it so y'all can see it for yourselves. Okay, I didn't read this one. This is the first one when they said, admit that you use IM or IV steroids from a street drug dealer within 10 years of events in this litigation. Then it says, admit that federal judge Darlene Anderson helped you get leniency on a state criminal case with 10 criminal charges stemming from an incident approximately May 2014. And when they get down here to asking the question about the judge again, they say objection that it is vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible. And if you go and you keep paying attention to what their answers are, they are all objections of the same nature. But like I was saying to you guys, we've already read to you what Jared Milgram had to say. And these questions line up with that. Some of these have switched up, like you see here, to the objection calls for speculation, vague, ambiguous, unintelligible. Diamond, what in the world? How is this allowed?
Hey, you know what? It's crazy. And for a judge to say that she helped him deal with 10 criminal charges, you know what I'm saying? That makes me want to go and dig. What was he arrested for at that time? You know?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
That's where we and the audience should feel free to do their own investigating as well, because I'm damn sure gonna go look for it. You know, and yeah, because it's something there. She helped him with some criminal charges that he had, which makes you wonder what moved her to go and help him with criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? What kind of scratch your back BS they got going?
Maybe she owed him one,
you know,
like the feds owed WAC.
Yeah,
They owe me
exactly,
one.
exactly.
I owe them. They owe me. I owe you.
Are you going to use your IOU for this case? Because it seems like you may be needing it.
Hey, I already used it. Hey, let me tell you something, niece. Let me help you out
I
with
told
something.
you don't call me niece.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not
hey,
your
hey,
niece.
shut up.
I'm
And
not your niece.
hey, shut up.
It
Get to
must
the
hurt your
content.
cheeks every time you talk.
We're gonna bust it wide open. Hey, let me tell you something. I'ma use what I use because it ain't been abused. But when it's time to diffuse, they gonna be amused.
You know what? So, you know, the thing that I found that was even more side-eye worthy is the fact that that was a federal judge helping him on a criminal case. It wasn't like he had a
Yeah,
federal case. This was a criminal case.
and it's stipulated in the suit, in the civil side, it's stipulated that it was a criminal case that she helped him with.
Right.
You know,
But, you know, they objected to that. They don't want to answer that. And that seems to be the problem that happened. And this is how this case got to the feds. Because it was so much going on that was allowed to happen at the state level that it had to go to a higher court of appeals. Well, not appeals, just a higher court.
yeah,
Because he wasn't getting justice at the state level. And as we all know, CS2 back has already let it be known that he has ties into certain areas of things. We've already seen they have ties into the SMART unit, dirty police officers, social workers involved in this. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. They have doctors. Remember, there are doctors that are on the list of associates.
But I think a lot of people is failing to realize everybody that was on that list of that was listed as an important person or a person of interest, like you said earlier, he has an attachment to him. So if he hasn't used his quote unquote favor from the flapjackets on the 64th floor, he's most definitely implicated these individuals. So whoever needs to be sacrificed, somebody getting sacrificed. Somebody is very unaware of what's going on. Somebody's very unaware of the layman things that's being broken down right now. And the fact that it's being elaborated right now and nobody's tuning in as far as who's important on that in that paper, we gonna see if he used that favor or not. We most definitely gonna see if he used that favor.
and you know the craziest thing is, till this day, they're still trying to fool everybody into believing that this case is not an active case. And it's crazy for anyone to even possibly believe that. And for anybody who has interest in it, what I would recommend them do, it's a backdoor way to get into the case. Just Google this name, Sheretta, Chereta Mays, and put LAPD behind it. Sheretta Mays, LAPD. The first
Damo
thing that
Keyway
will come up,
Conversations.
the first thing that's going to come up is this case. And it takes you straight to the court site and everything. And it shows you right there. This is updated as of today. This case is still active. The investigation is still active. And they want to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. They don't want nobody to know what's really going on. And it's crazy.
Yeah, the crazy part about all of this is when you talk about sacrificing, we got to get into this Blueface stuff. Because when you talk about sacrifice, we're going to talk about how this is his current client. This is definitely his client, the one that he has paperwork with, the one that, you know, is on the signed to his Fifth Amendment label that's signed with Cash Money. Okay. And his life is in shambles right now. I don't care what anybody tries to say, how they try to candy coat it, sugar coat it, or any of that. His life is in shambles.
Wow.
He just got sentenced to 4 years. So from what I understand, he has 400 days in. I don't even know how he has 400 days in, but I guess they counted all his
Because
time
you
on
get
probation
credit.
and his time in while he was in custody. So from what was explained by his manager, he got sentenced to 4 years. Now you, Diamond, can let us know, because you be in these legal streets. You can let us know if this is accurate. He said it's 4 years. He got 400 days in, so it's 3 years. So he'll be home in 9 to 10 months.
No, he will not be home in 9 to 10 months. The way that it works is, however many days that the court gave him credit for, because I don't know the exact amount of time that he's put in, but if they give him credit for the 400 days, the 400 days would come off the top of that 4 years. Okay. Once they take
Here we go,
the
right here.
4.
Look at the screen.
Okay, let me blow that up. Okay, 200. Okay, he only got 211 days of credit. You don't get day for day in the county.
No, wait. Is that the pen or the county?
It says 211 days for credit for time served, and then conduct credit of 211 days as well.
Okay, so they gave him halftime. Okay.
Okay.
So what that is, they'll take that off the top. That'll come off the top. Okay. So once he gets to the state, his counselor will take that off the top, and whatever's left depends on whether he's getting halftime or if they give him 80%. And it is a violent crime, so he may be. It all depends on if they count him for strikes as well, because it doesn't indicate any strikes or what have you here. So it's a few things that you have to look at. But bottom line, once they take that off the top, he'll have right about 3 years left. Off that 3 years, the least he'll do off that 3 years is 1.5 years. Okay, so you won't be seeing Blueface for at least 1.5 years. Okay.
Thank you for breaking that down.
Real quick. But being from the experience of being in the county in LA, there is a credit of 2 days being 1 day in the county of Los Angeles. So
okay, no, that's why I said if he served 211 days, they say, which is 7 months, and they gave him 7 months.
Because
you know what I'm saying. So that'll be a total of 14. That's a total of 14 months. So you take 14 months. You take the 14 months off of the 48 months. Okay. Take the 14 off the 48. He got 34 months left. He'd do 17 more months.
Okay. It's about a year and some
That's
change.
if he got halftime. That's if he got halftime. And then if he has halftime, the halftime don't start until he actually got a job. You know what I'm saying? Because halftime is earned. It's not given.
And so that's why we see that the credit for time served and the conduct credit, which is the 2 days.
You mean the 211 days?
Right. 211 days served, right? And then 211 days conduct credit. Is that how the 2 days show up on the court docs?
Yeah, that's why he got
his time.
Yeah,
I'm just asking for clarity for people that don't understand, because I know that for me, from what I've been told, that does count as the 2 days. That's doubling your days when they give you credit for time served and credit for the conduct credit. That's giving you your 2 days. So you get 1 day is actually 2 days in the county. But now he's going to the state. So they don't double your days in the state is what you're saying, right, Diamond?
They will double the days, but that's only once he gets a job. Like when he gets to reception, he's on what they call third time. Okay. Which is you only get 1/3 of your time off. Okay. and that's based on behavior. Okay, so he'll be on third time until he goes through the intake process and uh gets to the prison that he actually going to serve his time at. Okay, once he gets there, he will get a job, and then he begins earning halftime credits, which means at that point, from that point on, the sentence will be cut in half, and he'll go from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, one
So
of the things that we had discussed on this side over here was him and his history of getting into trouble. Because it was said that he was getting into fights continuously in prison. It was even said that he got into a real bad fight where he was hurt and ended up in solitary. I don't know what y'all call it out there. And then he ended
he's
up
in high
going
power right now.
right now.
Right now, he's being housed in high power. He's being housed in high power for his own safety. He does not have contact with anyone else other than the police and whoever's on his roll, because he gets what they call tier time. Okay. They let him out 1 hour a day, and they get to walk the tier. Each individual gets 1 hour a day to get out and walk the tier. That you can use that time for your phone time or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a phone at the end of the row in high power where he is. It's a phone at the end of the row, and they go ahead and let you use the phone during your tier time, or you could just walk up and down the tier, get you some exercise.
So that furthers the what we already know, that in order for him to get what he got, it had to be brought in there too. We already know that. But when he's in high power, he's definitely in isolation. So there's no way for something to get passed off to him.
Yeah, well, in high power he is, you know what I'm saying? Wackadoodle-doo already said that he had friends that were sheriffs, so it's nothing for a sheriff to walk in there, and 9 times out of 10, that's how he got it, because you can't get too much shit in high power. You know what I'm saying? Just shooting it up in there, because it's no way, it's no inmate to inmate contact like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers dudes that's walking the line, working in the kitchen or working, you know what I'm saying, as trustees or what have you, they are not in high power. They do not have access to high power. The only ones have access to high power are the sheriffs. You see what I'm saying? So for him, he would have to anything he get would have to come from one of the sheriffs. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, Wackadoodle-doo say he got a couple of them that's his homeboys, as he say. So you know what I'm saying? They probably, took him whatever he had up in there, That's why he got caught with the old Pookie pipe.
And see, this is what, a lot of us have been saying, that this did smell like it was some type of setup, but it also could have just been something being passed along, and boom, you got lazy with hiding your stuff and you got caught with it.
Yeah.
And we already know he has friends in places, because when he went to court, who was he talking to outside the courtroom when he went to go turn himself in? It looked like it was a bailiff, but it could have been a sheriff. I don't know if y'all sheriffs wear the same uniform. It was a sheriff. Okay. So he was talking to one of them outside of the courtroom when Blue turned himself in and introducing this dude, saying, "Oh, this is the dude who's so-and-so." I couldn't hear all the way, but he basically was saying that that's the dude who, I guess, he had helped out or something, that he was saying it to the lawyer. Go back and watch that clip, y'all.
Yeah, no, he was talking about, well, he alleged on club, Wackadoodle-doo, he go old crow, he's gonna scream it, you know what I'm saying, from the top of the pole. He said that was a sheriff that he had sent some diapers to, you know what I'm saying, because I guess he had just had a baby, so he sent him a bunch of diapers, you know what I'm saying, looking out for him. So Wackadoodle-doo had to get
conversations.
Had to get on the mailbox and scream it out and let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, which wasn't nobody's business, but everything that he do is everybody's business, because he gonna make sure everybody knows. you know.
Yeah. Someone in the comments said that Wax said the sheriff was a Pyru. That's not hard to believe because this girl, Sharetta Mays, who works for the SMART unit, was throwing up the same gang size as him, which is indicating that she was a Pyru. See, I
Yeah,
don't know why people think that just because people, enter into gangs that they don't go on with their lives into certain fields. And as they go into those fields, they become useful in a different manner to people, as we see. They come in
yeah.
handy when it comes down to like what they did to Jared Milgram, snatching him up, beating him up, drugging him up, robbing him, and then trying to 5150 crazy him.
But see, you have to remember this too. The area that Wack is from, it's not a bad area. You see what I'm saying? It's a middle class area. You know what I'm saying? And you have upper middle class in that area as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's from the slums,
Right.
So you have some people that have, you know what I'm saying, pursued further education, got their degrees, got their masters, got their associate's degree, and pursued, you know what I'm saying, different avenues for careers. You know what I'm saying? So you might have some sheriffs out there. You might have some social workers. You might have some teachers. You might have some individuals that, decide to go into politics or what have you. You know what I'm saying? He's not, as much as he want to be from the projects, he's still from a good area. You know what I'm saying? So the people that he tends to know or have affiliations with from his section, a lot of them are, you know what I'm saying, in lines of careers that, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't normally be what we as street individuals, you know what I'm saying, look at, but it's good to have friends in places.
So what? I'm from the valley. I got money. I thought.
It seems like,
better go check
anybody
your
that
bank account.
chooses, huh?
I said he better go check his bank account. It look like it's leaking.
But it seems like anybody who chooses to do any type of business with him, anyone who chooses to trust him with any form of business for them, they end up getting screwed in the end. Can we talk about that for a second? Can we talk about how the game is screwed right now? Can we talk about how Ray J is screwed right now? Can we talk about Blue being screwed right now? I mean, come on. I don't know what else you guys need for facts.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Henny, and this, people can take it how you want to take it. When you have these intentions to work with individuals, and like I said before, and the Deuce elaborated as well, Diamond, you don't do the background check. You know what I'm saying, on the people that you're dealing with, and then your intentions within yourself from your moral code. Like when you just say, you know what, I'm gonna do business with this person. You made that bed, you gotta lay in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray J, the game, whatever you got in your closet, whatever is in your past, you're gonna pay for it for whatever future and present decisions you make now. That stuff is like a seed. It grew. So your intent, if you snitched on somebody back in the day, now you working with a snitch because you didn't care about the type of stuff you was doing. And now you with a dude that don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? What do you think is going to come of the business? What do you think is going to come of the person? Me personally, I don't feel sorry for the niggas. I don't feel sorry for them. You want to know why? Because they chose to do it. So thirsty, just like CS2 was horny for that content. He was horny for content, and a lot of these dudes is horny to be on. They want to be on so bad. They don't care about moral compass. They don't care about none of that. So when you lay in the bed with a 3-finger fister, when you make decisions to lay in the bed with the 3-finger bandit and the booty goons, this is what happens. This is the type of layout you're gonna get. And respectfully, you deserve it. You deserve all of it.
Absolutely.
And in the spirit of what you just said too, we've gotten a lot of phone calls from friends and associates of friends, and you know, uh, people that got a couple degrees of separation, and they were just asking, you know, what's going on? What is this? What is it about? And what's happening? You know, and when once we really point it out and show them, you know, exactly what it is, it's like they blown away. But the thing is, just because you hear your name mentioned in the paperwork, it doesn't mean that you have a charge.
Right.
All it means is you had some association with somebody in here that's being investigated. And that investigation continues until this day.
Mm-hmm.
So your best bet is just to watch who you associate yourself with, especially when you know who's under investigation. Ray J's under investigation. His mama's under investigation. And Wackadoodle Doo is under investigation. Sharetta Mays is under investigation. These are the people that are under investigation.
Mm-hmm. And even though he sold that business this year in 2024, that business was already listed in this litigation. So regardless to what he sold the business for, Jared Milgram is still owed his 1% of whatever they sold the business for. So he still has a leg to stand on with fighting in court for his 1%.
Can I ask this question to Deuce and Diamond real quick? So, being the fact that we just elaborated on being you're basically guilty by association until you separate yourself. Deuce, Diamond, am I correct? If you are under a federal investigation, you could get time for conspiracy, correct?
I mean, if one thing, when the feds investigate something, they don't present their charges until they are sure that they have the case. Okay,
but
that's why they have such a.
But wait, this is the question: can you be charged for conspiracy or being on the same wiretap as them? Is that probable cause for you to get time dealing with a person, the primary target, that's under investigation?
Yeah, if they catch you doing something with that individual, they could charge you just as well as they charge them.
What if they don't catch you doing nothing? What if you're on wiretap? What if you caught in pictures? What if you caught something like? I mean,
if they have the evidence to show that you participated in a crime, brother, you can and will probably be charged. Okay. And that's why so many people start telling on each other, because they do get caught up in those webs. You know what I'm saying? They know that people's under investigation. They still decide to deal with them and do business with them and got try to do a little under the table business, you know, and they get caught up, and then all of a sudden they get a charge. Oh shit, I never been to jail before. I'm a good kid. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Well, you know, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, we'll give you a little probation and let you off, you know what I'm saying? We just really going after this dude right here. You know?
So let me
that's when you get dudes going up to the 64th floor, you know what I'm saying, to sit down and have a conversation with them folks.
I talked to the flap jackets. I talked to Henny.
You ain't talked to me.
I did.
You didn't.
I'm talking right now. These. Hey, I love you. Hey, video chat me later. I got something to show you.
Absolutely not.
Arby's, we got the meats.
Man, I sure feel for my partner, man. I'm seeing my boy Deuce. Man, I see you holding on, brother.
He's struggling right now.
He over there like, help me. Help, Lord.
He looked like he about to pass out.
But
so for the audience, we had a lot more planned, but due to the fact that our guy's down, you know what I'm saying, we decided to go ahead and put some things on hold. We will be here tomorrow, and we will be presenting those things. Okay. Because our guy was down, you know what I'm saying, we chose to, you know what I'm saying, just hold up on certain things because he runs the ship. He is the captain, you know. So let's all say a good prayer for brother Deuce, and
Deuce.
hope that he's in the best of health tomorrow, and we back on time making it happen.
Henny, we want you to please
You want to shout
expound on
out the sponsor, Yael? You
Oh
want to
yeah,
shout
I'm
out the sponsor?
Yeah, before we close it out.
okay, yeah, man. Real quick, man. Again, this was a small recap. We so grateful you guys tuned in today. Salute to United Color Wraps, man, for the sponsorship, man. That is United Color Wraps. We got cherry, berry, grape, apple, banana, natural. If I name it, flame it up with United Color Wraps, man. Top shelf, middle, mid-grade, Reggie, whatever you prefer. Salute to them. Salute to Big U with the unique music app. That's the new transition. We're over there building up the profiles, building up the rooms. If you haven't made a profile yet, make sure you download the unique music app. Do that ASAP so you can politic with me, Do Sims, that girl Henny and Diamond, and the whole Damu Kiwi conversation team. Salute to Clubhouse, everybody on there, and salute to YouTube Live. Everybody in the chat, you know where it's at. Salute to you guys and gals and the Hennyettes, man. Salute to y'all. Scandalous Los Angeles TV, Smoked Out, the Hennyettes, the Blue Wrench Mob, everybody on their job. Salute to everybody, man. We appreciate you. This has been another hot, dope episode live of Damu Kiwi Conversations.
All right, y'all. So you know what I say. When you rest, rest well. Love is always love. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all.
Damu Kiwi Conversation.